Hi, this is Megan coming to you from Emelee Outdoors, and this video is about the Emelee Essentials Bare Minimum Kit. So we have the Emelee Essentials Survival Kit, and this is obviously what we recommend that you carry most of the time when you're in the backcountry, because there's more things in here to deal with, more eventualities of things that could go wrong to keep you safe and get you back home again. But we do realise that sometimes you're just a few kilometres from home, you're not on trails that you don't know, you're not going to get lost, nothing's going to happen, you're in a race, you're a few kilometres from an aid station. What could possibly go wrong? The problem is sometimes things do go wrong, and that's why this kit is what it's called. It's the bare minimum that you should carry on every single run or outing that you go on, no matter how low risk it is, because you never know when you're going to roll an ankle, fall or bang your head. Things happen, and the problem is in circumstances like that, the 2 kilometres can be a really long way if you've broken a bone or rolled an ankle or banged your head. So this kit is so small. This is my standard little bare minimum pack, running pack that I've got, and this kit will easily fit inside the small pocket on top, or even in a pocket or something, so there's no reason not to bring it. It's super small, just throw it in your pack. It's not worth the risk. So let's have a look what's inside it. The bag, it's the same size as the Essentials kit bag. It's a big huge bag so that you can fit up to 1.75 litres of water in there, 1.5 litres comfortably. And again, it does have the 10 waterproof tablets in. But on this bag, if you fill up to just the top of the branches of the trees, that's about 1 litre of water. Each tablet treats about 1 litre of water, so you've got 10 tablets, so you can use this as a water treatment bag. Because it's the basics, you should always carry a backup light and a whistle. Again, you should be carrying your headlamp, but it's a short run, a short trip out. You're not expecting to get lost, you're not expecting to come back after dark. Why would I need to carry a headlamp? This is a backup just in case. It's also a whistle if you need to call for help. It's a compass, and it's a temperature gauge. Because this is the bare minimum, again, you fall, you've rolled your ankle, you're sitting and waiting to get help. You can put on a poncho, take your pack off, put the poncho on, put the pack back on, put your wrap, your hat or your buff on top of your head after you've put the hood up. When you're sitting still, it's amazing how fast you can get cold. So your buddy's gone to run for help and you've got to sit there and wait. Put the poncho on, it could just keep you warm. The reason you put it on underneath your pack is if you trap the plastic to you, it reduces the drafts and will help keep you warmer. We also have the hand warmers that, again, whilst you're sitting and waiting for help or you're struggling, your hands have got too wet, you can use the hand warmers to help warm you up. There is a space blanket. You can use a space blanket to keep you warm instead of the poncho, but in my experience, the poncho works an awful lot better than the space blanket, because the thing with the space blanket is you've got it wrapped around you, but the drafts are still coming in, and when you're cold, you will feel every single draft. So you use the poncho and then try and make a shelter to cover you from the rain with the foil blankets. I use it more as a tarp than anything else. There is, of course, you have to have duct tape. The miracle thing, probably as per the last video, the most used item other than painkillers in my pack. You can use it to strap branches to if you need a splint. You can make a sling, you can fix packs, you can fix a variety of things. I use it an awful lot for blisters and hot spots. It works brilliant for if you can put it on really as soon as a hot spot's starting. This will work really well at keeping the hot spot from turning into a blister, and with all the rubbing that you've got, it stays on really well and doesn't rub off. So in this pack, we also have the surgical gloves that, again, aren't meant for surgery, aren't meant for medical use. These plastic is really, really good at keeping your hands warm. So if you can build a shelter, get your poncho on, get your hand warmers, you've got some keep your hands warm as well. You're starting to just have a bit more chance of surviving, or at least not being absolutely miserable whilst your friend is going out to run for help because you're sat at the side of the trail with a rolled ankle. We do throw in some electrolytes as well. We're kind of thinking if it's just a short run, you're probably not going to need energy gel, but sometimes you get out there, you've sweat more than you expected and you're cramping like mad, and so you can just throw some electrolytes in your water that'll just help you get back out of the forest again, because when you're cramping it can be pretty miserable. Again, just in case you have a bad fall, we've got some steri strips in there. So what you can do is you plug up the wound with the steri strips, you duct tape the plastic bag over the top to keep it clean, and you get yourself out of the forest. The other thing that you can use the bag for is if the antiseptic wipes aren't enough, you've got dirt and debris in there, you can cut a hole in the bag, put some water in there, flush out the wound with the water, then wipe them with the antiseptic wipes. You've got the steri strips, duct tape the plastic bag over the top, and you've got a way to keep it clean until you can get out of the forest. For a few minor wounds, we've got some band-aids just for some minor wounds. So this is the video on the bare minimum pack. I'm Megan, this is Emelee Outdoors, and thank you for listening.